Hi everybody, or whoever logs into this, or if nobody logs into this, that's totally cool too. I just wanted to post this because I don't want to type it all out. It's just way too much. First of all, I wanted to show you this. I found this today, and it's very special because it's a penny, and my mom has impressed upon me that you see a penny, even if you got to cross 6 lanes of traffic, get the penny. This was outside the door of the Florida Cancer Center when Craig and I were leaving. Now, why were we leaving the Florida Cancer Center? Not because of him. I know, usually it's always him. It's me. So Tuesday actually was diagnosed with pancreatic cancer. This journey began 2 weeks ago because I went to the ER with some pain, and everybody thought it was appendicitis, even the hospital staff. And turned out to be an awful UTI. Anyway, irrelevant. But they did a CT scan to find my appendix, see what was going on, how much time before it burst. I couldn't even have ice chips because I could be in surgery. So after the CT scan, laying in the bed waiting for discharge, the doctor comes in. Sweet young doctor. She came in with a look on her face, and she got a chair. And I was like, oh, please don't get a chair. Well, she got a chair. So she sat down and she said, your appendix is fine. And we found the UTI because you peed in a cup. I said, yeah. She goes, what we did find, though, is concerning your pancreas. She said, you have a mass on your pancreas. So I said, okay. And then she said, get with your primary and see what you need to do, because we need to get a plan started right away. I said, okay. Now, the kicker is I was supposed to see this guy in July because I switched to Craig's Insurance in February before any of this ever happened. So I called the primary today, 2 weeks ago today, and I say, all right, I'm not supposed to see Dr. Morgan until July as a new patient. However, this is what happened last night. So they said, okay, can you be here Wednesday the 21st, 9 o'clock in the morning? I said, yes, of course we could be there. So we go, I walk in, the guy says, what are you here for? And I said, I have a mass on my pancreas. And he was like, so sweet. He was like, oh. I said, okay. So then he said, I'm putting in a stat referral to an oncologist. Great. So the 21st, I see the primary. The 22nd in the afternoon, I see the oncologist. He puts in a stat referral for a biopsy. The biopsy was this past Tuesday, the 27th. That was where it was confirmed that it is cancerous and malignant. And I went to see the oncologist, who I like to, people have a car guy and a boat guy and a pool guy. Well, now I got a cancer guy. So wonderful, wonderful doctor. And he said, so he told me the plan. The plan is next week the port goes in below my collarbone. I'm not sure which side. And then the following week on the 10th, I start chemo. And he said, and I have never heard this in my life, he said, you need to gain weight. And the biopsy doctor said the same thing. He's like, eat all the junk food because chemo is going to be rough. So I was like, okay. So, and I've never heard that in my life. And if you've known me my whole life, weight has always been a huge thing. And when I lost all this weight, I was like, sweet, giving up alcohol, eating healthy. Well, joke's on me. I'm sure those were healthy choices for me to make, and I'm grateful I made them. However, turns out there was a little culprit that was helping make this happen. So anyway, because I had said, I'm like, why am I losing weight? I'm not going to the gym. I'm like, yes, I'm eating healthier and I'm not drinking anymore. And then Craig, God love him, said, well, you got to think about how much you drink. To which I promptly said, shut up, David. A little Schitt's Creek humor in there. So that's where we are. So if I'm not in the loop on Facebook a whole lot in the coming time, that will be why. If you have my number, feel free to text me. Feel free to check in. Every other Tuesday starting June 10th, I'll be sitting in a chair with some stuff going in me, and I will have 4 hours to kill. So yeah, that's it. So thanks for watching this and getting the lowdown. It was too much to type, and the story is too much. Kyle and Catherine are doing good. We're all hanging in there. Craig is being absolutely amazing and supportive and helpful and all the things. We just joined a phenomenal church that has been, the pastor and his wife have been absolutely over the top wonderful with this, and that's it. So chemo starts June 10th, and the pancreatic cancer color is purple. So when you wear purple, think of me. And I wish you all the best, and thank you for watching.